everyone, today I'm going to be filming a get ready with me video, but it's kind of like a merge of 3 concepts. I'm kind of doing like a merge of like 3 different concepts. So I'm going to be doing a favourites video, so I'm going to show you some of my favourite products of the year because today is actually New Year's Eve. But by the time this goes up, it'll probably be January, in which case, Happy New Year to you all. But yeah, so it's just some of my favourite products kind of at the minute this year, whatever you want to call it, just some of my favourite products. And if not, then it's going to be new products that I've got to try out. And while that's going on, I'm going to play my favourite songs of 2018 according to Spotify. This is not sponsored. Please excuse my skin at the minute, it is very bad. So I'm actually just going to get straight into getting ready. So the first product I'm going to be using is the Balmkind Alpine Rose and Lysine Lip Balm. I absolutely love this product and it's definitely one of my favourite lip balms ever. I love it, and yeah, it's just really, really good. And I have really, really dry lips at the minute, so I really do need this. I've actually zoomed you in as well so you can see what I'm doing a bit better. For primer, I'm going to be using, surprise, surprise, the CYO Illuminating Mixing Creams. I'm going to use both of these just because I literally love them both. So I have 2 shades. I have Into the Shadows, which is for darker skin, and Razor Glass, which is for lighter skin. There's not a huge amount of difference in between them. It's just more that this has like a gold sort of bronzy shimmer and this one has more of like a pinky silver shimmer.
Why you trying to play me? You being different, and I'm being the same. You could have Gucci, but now it's all navy. And your homegirl wanna date me, she shady, baby.
So that is my primer done. I do look like the Tin Man for a little bit just because it is like kind of like a shimmery kind of finish, but over like when you put foundation over the top, it sort of works and just looks really nice and natural and glowy. What I like about this as well is that, one, it's a really, really fine shimmer. There's no like thick like chunky glittery bits, and also it's like a really, really light like moussey kind of cream, and yeah, it just feels really nice on the skin. It doesn't feel like silicone-y or anything. So at the minute I'm actually like running out of eyebrow products and I'm not really sure what to buy because I haven't really got like a standout like amazing product that I love for eyebrows. But at the minute I'm using the shade Triple Fudge from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, which is this one here, and it's quite dark, but I've actually been getting a lot of compliments on my eyebrows recently, so I guess it's not that bad. So for my eye base, I'm using one of my favourite products, which is the Maybelline Colorstay Tattoo 24 Hour in the shade Creme de Nude. As you can see, I have used like pretty much all of this now. Like, it's getting to the point where there's hardly any left and I absolutely love it. So yeah, it's amazing. It's like £5 and it's just a really, really good eye base. I really, really like using it. So to set that, I'm going to be using one of my favourite palettes of like the year slash kind of all time. I literally love this palette. It's the Makeup Revolution Soph Does Nails collab, and I talk about this all the time, but I love it. This is what it looks like. I'm going to be using this shade here, which is called Pancakes, I believe. I really, really do love this palette. It's £10 to buy, I think, so it's really affordable. Comes with 24 shadows, and there's some really, really nice colours in here and some like really unique colours as well, which I really like, and they're really nice quality considering. So continuing with my eyeshadow, I couldn't do this video without mentioning the Morphe 3502 palette. I literally love this palette. I think it's probably my all-time favourite eyeshadow palette, maybe. I just love it. I really, really do. Unfortunately, I had an accident with this palette and lost this shade, but the rest of them are just amazing, and I literally like, I really do love this palette. This is actually a really nice brush. It's from the brand Look Good Feel Better. I haven't ever tried it before, but it's the tapered blending brush. That's it for the Morphe palette. I'm going to go back in with the Maybelline Colour Tattoo and put this on my eyelid because I'm going to be putting some glitter over the top, so I just find that that makes it kind of look a bit better. I'm going to apply some glitter, and I'm using the Contour Cosmetics Pressed Glitter Palette. I'm going to go for something different and go for this really nice kind of like dark blue kind of colour. I didn't really think the blue through, and now my eyes look like this. So I'm going to go and take this off and start again. I went and took the glitter off, have redone the makeup. I have glitter on my face still, but I just cannot get it off, and I can't be bothered to keep trying to get it off. So now I'm going to go back to the Contour Cosmetics palette. I'm going to use this shade here. Chilling in Cuba, me and the diva, she got that water, she know I need her. Let go, I've been thinking me let will say is that I do find this Contour Cosmetics palette a little bit harder to work with than the other glitters that I'm used to. I don't know if it's because the actual chunks of glitter are quite like fine and they do sort of get everywhere. So I'm going to go and wash my face just because annoyingly I've literally got glitter everywhere. So I'm going to go on to mascara. I'm going to be using a new mascara. This is the Maybelline The Falsies Push Up Drama mascara. I know this has been around for a while now, but I haven't ever actually used it, so I bought this yesterday and I'm going to try it out for the first time. Just finished applying the mascara. I must admit it is a little bit more like clumpy than I'd like it to be. In terms of like length and volume and everything, it's really nice. It's just quite clumpy. I don't know if it's because it's new though, so the formula hasn't sort of dried out a bit yet. But I'm just going to use a lash comb, this lash comb here, just to like brush through my lashes a little bit, just to make them a little bit less sort of like clumpy and spidery. So I have sort of sorted out my eyelashes. The formula from first impressions, I'm not liking it very much at all, but I'm going to give it a few more goes. I think it might just be because it's new, and once it sort of dries out a bit, I think it might actually be really nice, so hopefully that happens. I am going to be using lashes today, but I'm going to wait for my mascara to dry first, because if not it's just going to be a mess. So I'm going to move on to foundation, and for my foundation I'm going to be using the Beauty Blender Bounce foundation, which is new in for me, and this is in the shade 1.60, and I haven't ever tried this before, so I'm looking forward to trying this. And I'm actually going to be using the Beauty Blender for the first time as well. I actually won these two in a giveaway recently, and I'm very excited to try them. The Beauty Blender, I must admit, at first I was a bit sceptical because I was like, surely a makeup sponge is just a makeup sponge. I think it's around £15 to £20, so it is not like really cheap, and yeah, I am a bit skeptical about it because I do kind of think, is it just a sponge? But it does feel really, really different, to be fair, to the sponges that I've tried. It doesn't like hold as much water as the other ones, and it does feel like more bouncy and more kind of, I don't know, it's kind of got like more drag to it as well. It's got like more of a like friction texture on the actual sponge. The idea behind the foundation is that you kind of pump it out onto this sort of like big palette-y kind of thing and then apply it, and I just started applying it and then my camera cut out, but so far I am actually kind of impressed with how it is applied just on this side. Yeah, the Beauty Blender itself is like applies the foundation really nicely and just like blends it all out really sort of flawlessly. And the foundation, one, is a good colour match. I'm happy with the colour match. It is a good colour match. What I was saying before the camera cut out actually is that the colour shades are really hard to sort of, I found it really hard to sort of try and pick which one I would be, because there's about 50 shades of beige and not many shades for anyone else, which is actually, I know there was a big controversy about that, so yeah, I don't think they've changed it. I'm not too sure, but yeah, there was a lot of like the same kind of colour shades. So it does make it really hard to like navigate yourself around the shade range. Yeah, the Beauty Blender is applying the foundation really nicely. The foundation itself doesn't have like the most flawless coverage. It is more of a kind of light medium coverage, I'd say. There's still like a few little blemishes and bits showing through. Again, this foundation is not the cheapest. I think it's around £30, so yeah, it's not the most affordable foundations, and so far I'm not disliking it, but I'm not like amazed by it. Like, it's not standing out to me as anything sort of spectacular, to be honest. The Beauty Blender I really, really like. The foundation does kind of have like a, I don't know what the word is, but like a lot of foundations like stay sort of sticky on your skin, but this has like a sort of dry finish. Not dry, but like a, almost like a matte finish, but it's not a matte finish. The only thing I will say is that it just is a little bit sheer, which I am not overly the biggest fan of. In terms of how it actually sits on the skin though, it has added a really nice, like, my skin still looks like skin, which is really, really nice. It's got like a really nice sort of like natural glow to it, and it's not like sitting in anywhere horribly or like looking horrible. and it has given my skin like a really nice sort of overall blurred sort of look, even though it is a little bit sheer. But I am going to go in with a little bit of an extra layer and see if I can fix that.
It's raining, it's raining. Tears from my eyes.
I've just finished applying a second layer and it definitely is buildable. The coverage is a lot more kind of there now. I have a lot of texture on my skin and I haven't found a single foundation ever that like sits completely like flawlessly on my skin texture. It is just one of those things, I think, that I'm never gonna have like flawless like smooth skin unless I sort my actual skin texture out. But it does have like a really nice glow to it. I really like how it looks. I'm liking it a lot more on the second application, and actually I think it's a nice foundation. Would I buy it? Probably not. On to concealer. I have two concealers just as my favourites, and they are the Maybelline Instant Anti Age Eraser Eye and the Bourjois Radiance Reveal Concealer. Today I'm going to use the Maybelline one for no specific reason, but I just felt like using this one today. Another new thing I'm using as well are these tiny little mini sponges from Real Techniques. I don't know the official name of these because my mum bought them for me and they were in like a little Christmas bauble, but they do sell these on their own. They're like little tiny mini versions of the Miracle complexion sponge, and I'm going to use one of these just to blend out my concealer and see what. So moving on to powder, and this is another favourite. This is the Vichy Dermablend loose powder. I absolutely love this. I think they only sell this in one shade, which is just this translucent shade, and I'm going to apply this with the other little tiny sponge and see how. That is the powder done, and now I'm going to move on to bronzer slash contour. I've got three products because I couldn't really choose one. So for bronzer I have the Milani Baked bronzer in Glow. This is like a really warm shimmery bronzer, and it sounds horrible like saying a shimmery bronzer, but it is a really nice bronzer and just adds like a really nice natural looking like just radiant glow. It's not like one of those like, you know, like back in the day and you'd get a bronzer that was like this big and it'd just be like metallic shimmery grossness, but no, it's not like that at all, and I love it. And then the other bronzer that I have is from CYO, and it's their bronzing powder in Fair. I absolutely love this. It's coconut scented, it's matte, I think it's £4, and it's really affordable and really nice colour as well. And then for contour I always use this, but this is the Max Factor Cream bronzer in light gold, and it looks like this. So even though this is a bronzer, I just use it as contour because I really like it. So use some of the new Soul Beauty brushes. Look how pretty these are though. They are really nice and really soft as well. So I'm gonna use this brush actually for bronzer, the large tapered powder. I've actually just had a casualty. I've accidentally like smashed my palette into the bronzer, which is just actually lovely. So yeah, there's a big like massive dent in it now, which is great. This is a really nice brush, by the way. This is the flat contour brush from Soul Beauty. So now I'm going to quickly do my blusher and highlighter. For blusher I'm using my favourite blusher in the whole world. This is the Milani blush in Luminoso. I just love this blusher. I feel like I don't really buy blushes very often because for me they're just not very like exciting, but this blusher is so worth it. It's really affordable as well. I think it's like, I know it's under £10, but I think it might be around £6, so it's really affordable, and it's just the nicest like peachy glowy beautiful blusher ever. So I'm going to go on to highlighter, and for highlighter I'm using a new-ish product. It's not a first impressions, but I only bought this recently, and it's the Illamasqua Beyond Powder Highlighter in OMG. So this is what it looks like. It is so pretty and I absolutely love it. It is a really nice Now I'm going to apply my lashes, and I'm going to be applying the Ardell Demi Wispy lashes. I've never actually used these before, but they are massively talked about. So I'm going to apply them. I'm going to use the duo adhesive that comes with it and see what that's like. And yeah, they do look a bit short, so hopefully they're not too short for me, but I really want to try them anyway. So.
Man, I ain't got no type like Jimmy and Sway Lee's, but if he can't fuck 3 times a night,
move on to my lips, and I'm using my favourite, probably my favourite lip liner of all time. It's the Rimmel Lasting Finish Lip Liner in Spice. I absolutely love this. And then I'm going to be using a new-ish product for me. It's not a first impressions, but it's a new kind of in product. It is the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick in the shade Girlfriend, and And I've also got the Lottie London Lip Foil Iridescent Lip Topper to go over the top of it. This is in the shade You Wish, but spelled with a U.
Yeah. Yes, I don't know how to talk to you. I don't know how to be when you need me.
One's just got a £110 note.
Is that yours?
Yeah.
What you eat with, the girls that you sleep with, what you talk with, walk with, speak with, the first to the motives and last to the meetings.
Albeit don't connect, then neither will we. So please don't get no wild thoughts, cause you're not Riri.
Finally, I am using the Pixi Makeup Fixing Mist with rose water and green tea. I've never tried this before, but it sounds really, really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and use this now. I'm just literally just going to mist a little bit on my face. Never tried any makeup setting mist before apart from the NYX mattifying one. So I like that this one is, it says it extends makeup wear, adds soft focus finish, and it also refreshes makeup, hydrates and balances. Sometimes with mist you get like watermarks on your face, which obviously you don't want, but this one hasn't done that, which is great. So I like that. I can't wait to use that a bit more. I don't know if it's actually going to make a difference to my makeup wear or not.
Years ago they didn't want to
Thank you for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it.